Got our weight set. Couple workout things. What? The barrel bus. What?
Hello and welcome back to day number 1 of competition here in Surf City, El Salvador for the 2025 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championship. We are going to be running the last heat of the first round of men's SUP surfing, and up and riding, representing Team USA, Anthony Maltese on his backhand. A strong first turn there, but just gets caught behind the whitewater. Anthony's going to put on some great surfing. Already we see from Morocco, Mehdi Oudani, nice snap under the lip there, just gets a little bit caught behind as well. So I think athletes to start off this heat, Dave, maybe pushing themselves a little deep on the reef just to fight for position.
Yeah, it did seem that way. Like Mehdi hanging on to that one, did make it to the end, but there's not much there. But yeah, I mean, admittedly, Anthony hasn't spent a ton of time in this lineup. I believe it's his first time here, and he was just here a day before competition. So I know he did get a session out here, but I think his first couple sessions were more further down at La Bocana in front of his hotel, just to get his feet in the wax and everything. So yeah, so Anthony, just needs a little more experience, obviously, if he's pretty deep, but. He's been doing a lot of training leading into this event. We got a break, obviously Trestles. He lives in San Clemente. There's a break on the south end called Churches, and he put a lot of time in. So it's a longer kind of right, a little more SUP friendly than lower Trestles or upper Trestles. So he spent a lot of time there practicing on his backhand. One of our old friends, Giorgio Gomez, has been coaching him, filming him and giving him some tips. And we got Anthony up and riding right now.
Oh, great turn on his backhand, straight up into the lip. That was super radical from Anthony. He's going to bring this one through, trying to link together a couple more maneuvers. Another great turn on his backside. Again, wrapping it off the top. See him taking this one through. He's found a good wave here that's offering up a steep wall in front of him. Switches the paddle there for another top turn. Finds himself in that bumpy section here just after low tide. Lots of water moving through the end section of the wave. As he finds his way through to the inside again, banks it off the top. Unfortunately goes down, but A lot of great maneuvers already done on the outside. It's going to be the best wave of the heat so far in the water. Well, you know, that variety of repertoire, different types of maneuvers on the wave. Do too many of the same maneuver, it gets a bit repetitive. Judges like to see you mixing it up. Top turns and carves, cutbacks. And this wave offers all of that, Dave.
Really does. You know, you get the right one. I mean, man, we've seen some great surfing today. A lot of different style maneuvers, a lot of good carving. And yeah, the canvas is open for that paintbrush, as they say, Bo.
It certainly is. And what a fantastic wave to do your painting on, to do the surfing. As we see some lines approaching the lineup now. So competitors out there, priority sits now with Karsten in the blue. Second priority with Mehdi, third with Anthony. So Karsten will have choice of the next wave if he wants to take it, and the other competitors will have to give way. You can see Anthony there noticing that Karsten has that priority up and riding in the blue jersey. Does very well to get that speed along that section. Unfortunately, just goes down. That could have been a great wave for Karsten. I'm looking for a 3.57, but just gets bumped off from that lip. It will be Anthony Maltese from the USA, up and riding. Great turn on his backhand, kind of underneath that steeper section of the lip there, carving it back through. See him riding on, cutting back into the white water. And again, making his way, rebounding off the white water, trying to get a bit of speed through this section here. About to link together on the inside, but he's found another wave that has linked through. Unfortunately, just coming unstuck there. And we also have Mehdi up and riding at the back. This wave getting a bit bigger on the inside here. See him stomping on the tail. And switching that paddle over for a more carving maneuver. Unfortunately goes down on that ride as well. So surfers not being able. You want to sit on the inside, try and get those medium-sized ones, but then you get caught out by the bigger sets. And with a lot of water moving out there, it's really hard to kind of get that board speed up to get out there and kind of match that position where the wave is breaking.
Absolutely. You get stuck in the impact zone. You kind of feel like you're on, you know, like just like a runway that's just never ending.
Exactly. But Karsten is up and riding. Will this be a 4.7? He's a bit caught behind at the moment. Looks like he's going to stay caught behind in that white water. He's going to ride it through. Just under 30 seconds remaining left in this heat. Looking like it is going to be Anthony Maltese of the USA winning this heat. Moving through alongside Mehdi Udani of Morocco. Now up and riding. 15 seconds left. Fading it right back to the left here. Another left. Dave. Loving it.
Mehdi. Going left. I mean, I've never seen a left I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm stoked he's going backhand right there.
As we see Anthony, a victory lap here for his first heat. He'll be looking to, like you said, improve on that for the next heat, but gains his confidence a little bit more moving through in first place.
Yeah, Anthony, he's going to use that as a warm-up. You know, like I said, he got here kind of late. Everyone seemed to be here before, you know, we got here. We were on the same flight. So I think that was a good practice heat for Anthony. He got the job done. He always does that signature paddle clap when he's stoked, so he's feeling good.
Team USA there to greet Anthony as he makes his way in. And we're going to be moving through into the women's repechage round of the SUP surfing. So we're going to go to a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll bring Rachel Tilley back in to call the action for the women's SUP surfing.
Vitas, not in that last heat, but the heat before in the men's side. He will be surfing in the men's repechage coming up. So he's new to stand-up paddle surfing. He's an incredible longboarder out here at Sunzal. It's just great to see El Salvador show up with an awesome team and have that representation on the world stage across all of the events that ISA hosts here in Surf City.
Yeah, it's a fantastic venue for what the ISA does, but we're going to throw it down to beach commentator with Matu with the winner of the last heat, Anthony Maltese.
Hi guys, thank you very much. I'm with Anthony Maltese. He had to wait a long time for his hit to go into action in his hit. He won it with authority. Well done that. Consistent scoring for you. 2 very nice waves. And obviously you had the Infinity gear with you. The winning gear.
The winning gear. This is my magic winning carbon board. It's been real good to me, and it's actually pretty buoyant here in the salt and in the warm water. It feels like it floats more at home. So I've kind of had trouble practicing, and I've not really been in sync with the wave until just now. So, you know, saved it for now. I was able to calm down a little bit in this heat and put it together.
All right, well, you showed up at the right time, and that's what we want. What do you think you want to change or improve going forward into the competition?
Well, I do have my backup board, and it's a little thinner, so I might ride my thinner board. Maybe get practice after the heats are done today, see if it works. I've had a lot of great sessions at La Bocana. It's in front of where I'm staying, and it's such a good wave. There's so many fun spots here in El Salvador. It's like everywhere you look, there's a perfect little reef break, and it reminds me so much of home. The waves are just perfect peelers, so it's been really fun.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. You're from San Clemente. You've got some pretty nice waves down there. So how do they actually compare these waves with back home?
Well, we never really get off shores like this. It's very rare. So this offshore is tricky, especially we got our boards are like airplane wings. So it's like, lifting up all the time. It's hard to really set it down in, but it's been working good though.
All right. Well, you are through to main round number 2. So congratulations for that. And now we're down to the repechage heats with the women. Back to you, boys.
Thanks very much. Going to help his situation. Team USA, Anthony Maltese on screen. Surfed with Anthony yesterday. We kind of drifted over a little bit to the left, which is not the left that they've been surfing, but a little bit further on. And he's got a few good long rides over there, but he's looking forward to today's competition up against Indy Rose of Australia. You saw you go and shake his hand. Good sportsmanship down there. Dave Baney, of course, supporting Anthony. Anthony riding for Infinity. Campbell Carter there on screen as well. Soren Preston. They're going to be coming up in the racing portion later on this week. You know that all too well. USA!
USA. Yeah, some of the other countries have some really beautiful chants that they do. Peru, Costa Rica, both come to mind. Even Australia. USA, we kind of only have that one chant of just going USA. It's the one that we do too on the longboard and shortboard do as well. Welcome back. Those were the highlights of day 1. We are now into day 2, main round 2 of the men's SUP surfing. Action straight away as this heat is just kicking off. Natua representing Tahiti, opening up with a nice account. Finding this wave selection has been super crucial in these morning heats on the high tide. Finding one that is standing up all the way for him on the inside. Finding opportunity after opportunity with a stacked heat here. This is the way that you would like to kick off a heat. Look at these lines. Dave, welcome to the booth. Look at this.
Yeah, thank you, Rachel. We got 2 riders up in the blue. Indy Rose, he's from Australia, and out the back, USA surfer Anthony Maltese on a slightly bigger ride. Both backhanders getting multiple maneuvers through the middle section here. Looks like Indy Rose is gonna pull out. Anthony's still working away on his ride. Cuts back, little tail slide off the foam. Anthony made a little board switch. I was surfing last night and he was out there. That's kind of his old faithful that he keeps around. And we're going to drop it down to Matu.
Now he goes down. He did a lot of work on the outside. I don't know if that will go into a scoreline. It doesn't. Still waiting for that score to come through. He has a 3.43 that he's throwing away. So a minute 20. Anthony being super patient with that first priority this whole heat. Right now he needs a 5.27.
Yeah, so Anthony hoping that Indy didn't up the score, and he's also hoping at least one more wave comes in so he could get an opportunity.
So Indy does not improve his situation, gets a 4.37, which ties his second highest score in his score line. So that requirement stays the same, a 5.27. Potentially some deeper lines coming in at the moment. We'll see if they come in time for Anthony. So we see on the inside, Karsten Kromis making his way in on a smaller one. His requirement is a 5.93. 25 seconds remaining. Natua turning around on this one. Doesn't get it. Anthony paddling hard out the back as we take our focus to White coming in. 13 seconds.
Yeah, this is going to be Anthony's final chance. Let's see what he decides to do. He's going to go right off the bottom. Nice carve back into the pocket. Another good one. So Anthony getting a couple maneuvers. Third one, nice little rebound. He's going to reform to the left a little bit, let this wave form up for him. Here comes another opportunity. Let's see what he could do. Another swooping cutback. This wave staying, it was kind of flat through the whole thing, but he stayed busy. 5.27 is what he's looking for. Managed to surf that wave pretty solidly all the way out the back to the inside. It's always a question when you don't get that one signature maneuver on a wave to really set that impression. He had some decent carves, but not one that really stood out. You could see he's bummed. He's bummed that he had to come down to that last wave. So we'll see what happens. A 5.27, I think, is it's a big score for this heat. The waves didn't serve up all that much opportunity, as you can see.
It would have to be the highest single wave score of the heat. So judges will be comparing it to Natua's 5.0, seeing if they think it's slightly better than that. So you see Indy going up, giving him a high five. Good sportsmanship across the community here in the stand-up paddling and paddleboard championships. So they're standing on the beach waiting for that score. Let's watch this replay. So he really made the most of it, pushed it hard on this outside. This one stands up a little bit more. That was a nice turn. Wraps it around. This is then where it got a little bit quiet, and you could see he has so much energy in his body. He really wants it to stand up to be able to unleash. It looked like maybe it was going to here, and just as quickly as it stood up, kind of backs off again. Scores are in a 4.27, so just shy of his requirement by a point. So it is confirmed Natua and Indy advancing on to main round 3. A really great effort from our participants, USA, Germany. We will head to a short break. We'll be back with women main round 2.